Welcome. This is a quick introduction to the St Michael's School's e-learning platform which you can use with your classes. It's not a replacement for WhatsApp or ClassDojo, but it does offer some complementary features. ClassDojo and WhatsApp are primarily communications platforms and are extremely good at what they do. The Moodle software used in the e-learning portal is a learning management system. It provides features for adding content and learning material, as well as setting assignments, managing assessments, and engaging with learners in a variety of ways. We're not going to try and use any of the fancy features in this little introduction, but they are available if you need them. This overview will help you get started. We begin by going along to the school webpage, learn.stms.co.za. Here you'll find the web page. It opens with a screen which has login in the top right hand side. You log into this web page with the same user and password as you would use on the school computers. What you do in your classroom is what you're going to use here. When you've logged in, you get a screen with a set of courses in the middle. The building courses course is one that only staff have access to. It provides some helpful hints on how you can use the portal, a little bit of documentation of some of the features, a lot of what I'm going to be saying in this little talk, as well as some useful links and resources that you may just find helpful. Below that, you're going to find the courses that you are registered as a teacher in. If you are teaching in a course and I haven't added you, please let me know and I'll sort it out. For this demonstration, because we haven't yet started adding much, I'm going to be using the accounting course. On the left hand side, you'll find a set of weeks. I've arranged these courses in a weekly schedule because that suits the planning we've had to do anyway. In the middle of the screen is the section where you can add course content. Each week follows one after the other, and the links on the left hand side provide quick access to those weeks. The learners see pretty much the same screen. In some of the courses, where they're available, I've added departmental textbooks. This isn't to say that you have to use them. I've just put them in there because they are available, and sometimes our learners forget their books. This at least means they have some material that they can use. Alright, let's get started. On the top right hand side of the screen is a little gear symbol. This gear symbol gives you access to a little menu where you can turn editing on. Turn editing on is the key to being able to add resources to these courses. Don't hit edit settings. If you hit edit settings by mistake, you end up in the setup screen for your course where you can change and customize some of the features. You're welcome to do that later, but for now we just want to be able to add material to the course. So we're going to go to turn editing on. There we are. When you turn editing on, one of the quick ways you can see that you're in the edit mode is you've got these little drag handles which allow you to move things around. You've got those little pens which allow you to change the names of things, and most importantly, you've got add an activity or resource. You can use this to add extra things to your course. The easiest way to add resources, though, is to upload them, and this works in a very simple drag and drop format. Let's have a look here. Using the accounting course again, I'm going to be trying to add this learner parent emails document into Francois' accounting course. I select it, drag it, and drop it. Notice the little dotted line that's just appeared on the web page. That's where this is going to go. And there it is. Anyone using this course would now be able to access it. Because I don't actually want anyone to be able to do that, I would hate the kids suddenly to have access to everyone's emails. We're going to delete it again. Notice the little edit menu on the right. This gives you access to be able to edit and change anything that you've already placed. The attendance register, which you can see on the screen in the middle, over here, is a handy little way of tracking what the learners are doing on your course. The amount of time they spend is logged. Every time they log in is logged. So if you want to see what they're doing, it's really useful. I've actually been amazed at the amount of time some of the children spend in my courses. For the amount of time I've actually given class, I have one who spent 5 times that amount of time actively involved in the course. Alright, let's have a look at some of the other features. On the bottom right hand side of every little week you will find Add an Activity or Resource. This opens up a much larger menu. In this menu you will find a whole range of activities. The ones that we are going to use most often are the assignment one on the top, and if we scroll down a little bit you will find File if you want to add a file. This is exactly the same thing that happens when you drag and drop a file onto the page. Page, where you can copy and paste a document from Word. It's just literally a single text page that the children can read through or study from or print out. It gets integrated into your course. And the last one is URL, where if you want to add a link to a movie, a song, a document, anything that you don't actually want to physically upload onto the site, but you just want to refer them to. Those are at the moment the most useful, but all of them have their place. I'm going to look at the assignment one now. So select the assignment one up at the top and press Add. This opens up a little window with several boxes. The first box is the assignment name. The assignment name is what appears when the children look at this in the particular website. Underneath that, is a box where you type the description. If you're busy actually setting an assignment, you can include all of the assignment text in this little box and they will see it. If there are any files that need to be used in this, for example a movie of a poem or data for an accounting assignment, then you would upload them into this. Again, it's a little box that you can drag and drop a file into and it will be uploaded onto the website. Below that you will find submissions restrictions, if you like. The first restriction is when the submission is available from. This is when the children are actually allowed to access this particular assignment. Generally, we can just leave it as not enabled, which means they can access this whenever they like. If they want to work ahead, they're welcome to. You can use it if you want to structure how they do their work. Below that is the due date. The due date is when they have to submit. They can submit after the due date, but it will be very clearly marked that this assignment is late. Whether it's 2 minutes late or 10 days late, both of those will show very clearly. If you want an absolute cutoff date that they cannot submit after, then you set the cutoff date. Otherwise, you can leave that blank. The remind me to grade by is just a little reminder for yourself. The built-in assignment types allow 2 ways of handing in things. The first, online text, means the children get a little box that they actually get to type into. So as soon as they press submit, this is on the web page and you can look at it. File submissions is if they are going to type something in Word or draw a little picture and take a photograph of it, make a model, whatever, then they can upload that file as their submission. When you're done and you've set all your criteria, then you save and you go back to your course. This will then appear in your course. And that's about it. Looking at the dashboard at the top, when you are busy with your courses, you will find on the left hand side there are participants. This This is a list of everyone that is in the course. For some of the subjects, they're split into groups. If you do need to communicate with just your class, then you will find that you are listed as S1 or S2, and the children are grouped that way as well. So, that's it for the basics. I sincerely hope that you're going to get a lot out of the facility, and hope you'll have fun using it. Bye.